School often leaves out the weirdest parts of the world around us. We have 10 true facts to test your knowledge, and number 7 reveals a network inside you long enough to circle the earth twice. Take the food in your kitchen. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have unsealed Egyptian pottery jars over 3,000 years old and found honey that was still perfectly edible. This microscopic view reveals how honey resists decay. Because it has almost no water and high natural acidity, it immediately dehydrates and suffocates any bacteria that attempt to survive in it. While we expect our food to expire, honey stays edible across millennia, serving as a rare exception to the standard rules of decay. Our everyday categories for the natural world are often inaccurate. Bananas are actually berries, while strawberries are not. This cross-section shows the botanical definition of a berry. To qualify, a fruit must come from a single flower with exactly one ovary. Bananas fit this structure, but strawberries develop from flowers with multiple ovaries. This lack of fixed definitions applies to solid landmarks too. The Eiffel Tower can grow up to 15 centimeters taller in the summer. This diagram illustrates thermal expansion. When the iron structure is hit by intense heat, the atoms vibrate and push further apart, causing the entire structure to expand. The world often feels static and fixed, but from organic matter to iron beams, everything is constantly shifting and defying our standard labels. Biology creates specialized solutions for survival that look like deliberate engineering. Wombats produce cube-shaped waste. Because they need to mark their territory on steep slopes, their intestines have sections of varying elasticity. As the waste passes through, these sections shape it into cubes that won't roll away. Marine biology is even more specialized. Octopuses possess 3 hearts and copper-based blue blood. This chart compares blood types in extreme conditions. Human blood uses iron, but octopuses use hemocyanin. This copper-based molecule is vastly more efficient at transporting oxygen in freezing, low-oxygen deep-sea environments. Evolutionary biology operates like a specialized design firm, building unique solutions for hyper-specific environments. Some physical phenomena defy standard logic. Under certain conditions, a container of hot water will turn to ice before an identical container of cold water. This is the Mpemba effect. Scientists are still debating why it happens, looking at factors like evaporation and convection currents for a definitive answer. Consider the scale hidden inside your own skin. If you laid out every artery, vein, and capillary in your body end to end, they'd stretch roughly 100,000 kilometers. That is enough to wrap around the Earth twice. This length fits inside you because of the microscopic scale of your capillaries. These tubes are so impossibly narrow that red blood cells must travel through them in a single file line. A network longer than 2 trips around the entire planet is folded infinitely into your own body. On a cosmic level, our perception of time changes entirely. On the planet Venus, a single day is longer than a year. This model tracks the 2 speeds. Venus spins so slowly on its axis that one rotation takes 243 Earth days. However, it orbits the Sun in just 225 days, meaning it completes a full lap around the Sun before a single sunrise occurs. Even our own planet hides resources on a scale that is hard to process. There is enough gold buried in the Earth's core to coat the entire surface half a meter deep. This is due to planetary differentiation. During the Earth's molten formation, heavy elements like gold sank 3,000 kilometers down to the center. The planets we observe operate on physical scales and timeframes that dwarf human history. The final fact measures the complexity of a board game against the physical matter of the cosmos. This is a comparison of 2 massive numbers. On one side is the Eddington number, the estimated 10 to the 80th power atoms in the observable universe. On the other is the Shannon number, 10 to the 120th power possible unique games of chess. Because every move exponentially creates dozens of new branching futures, a simple board game contains more possibilities than physical matter in the universe. School provided a tidy set of rules for the world, but reality is more complex and bizarre than those textbooks suggested. Drop your final score in the comments and follow along, because there's a lot more where this came from.